Everybody, welcome back. We are back for some more Nancy Drew. I know it's been a little while, so I appreciate you all sticking with me. Um, yeah, I've been a little busy lately, and for those of you who know me in my personal life, you probably know why. But for the rest of you, you'll just have to use your best Nancy Drew skills and try to figure it out. But yeah, actually, just got a haircut today. I got my webcam back all set up, and yeah, we're doing good. I'm excited to play some more Nancy Drew. So I was just getting my notes here ready. I flip to a new page in my notebook because I'm sure we're gonna have to write some stuff down. Probably, yeah. Well, nah, there's a bunch of stuff on that first page, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Oh yeah, we'll put that over there. I think this is my first Nancy Drew game with my new setup, which is, if you've watched my previous Nancy Drew streams, you can see behind me is different. I used to be facing that direction, so you saw this wall, but now I'm facing this wall, so you see the whole house behind me. So you may see Mrs. Jedi Boy walking around at some point, so, you know. There's that. But yeah, I think we're all about ready to go. It says we don't actually have any viewers at the moment. So if you're watching this back later on YouTube or something, just know I appreciate you. So let's get into it. Fire up my game. Oh, man, I forgot how fast these games start up. Back in the day when you didn't have 15 different studio logos to get through. Well, that was interesting, but okay. All right. So yeah, we're back. We're not going to be using the spooky counter for this one. It is a little scarier, at least in subject matter, but there's not like any jump scares or hauntings or anything like that. So no spooky counter for this game, sorry. This is game number 5, the final scene. If you've been watching my videos, though, this is actually the 4th video. Pardon. Because we had to skip the second game. The second game, Stay Tuned for Danger. The oldest 2 games I don't think really work anymore. And then the oldest one, the first one, what's it called? Stay Tuned for Danger. That one they remade, but the second game, no wait, Secrets and Kill, that was the old one that they remade, and then yeah, Stay Tuned for Danger was the second game that they have not remade, and it's not available on Steam. I think you can still probably play the old disc copies, but you know, I'm not gonna go hunt down an old disc just to play a really old game. It was okay, not really that great. Not as good as like Haunted Mansion and some of the other ones. So anyway, yeah, this is game number 5, but stream number 4 for us in our hopefully sequential playthrough that we'll see if I ever end up finishing or not. But yeah, let's get into this one. Like with our other games, I'm playing on like a 16:9 monitor on my screen, so it's full screen, so it looks kind of stretched over here, but then for the stream for you guys, it looks like it's squished back down to its original probably 4:3 ratio or something. Yeah, so let's get into it. I'm sure Nancy will explain what's going on. Okay, or not. For this one, I think we're gonna do Senior Detective because I'm pretty familiar with how everything works. So let's do Senior. We got this. Oh, total hottie. Wow. Interesting. Day 1, Royal Palladium Theater. Vanishing Destiny. Could use a snack. Oh no. I guess we better go check it out. Hello? Maya? Where'd she go? She's gone. Oh no. Oh. Hello? Oh no. Sounds like Maya's in some real trouble. Oh, you listen, I'll got some. Oh no. Okie dokie, Mr. Joseph. Well, that's certainly an interesting start to a case, huh? One of Nancy's best friends gets kidnapped. Let's look for some clues. Put on our Sherlock Holmes. What do they call that hat he wears? Oh, I should know this. It's like a derby hat or something, or a hunter's hat. Interesting. Aha, Avada Kedavra. Nope. Ooh, secret lever. Wonder what it does. Let's pull it. Well, sounds like it did something. Let's keep looking. Classic Nancy line. If you're playing a Nancy Drew drinking game right now, I bet that's a shot. This looks like somebody's dressing room, I guess. Makes sense. There's a lot of junk back here, though. So you got a theater lobby, backstage, projection room, men's dressing room, women's dressing room. So, sorry, that noise is getting annoying. So whoever called us must have been calling from one of those other places then, right? Either the women's room or the projection room or the lobby or, yeah. Good to know. It was an inside job, as they say. Milady. Alright, let's look at... Aha! Ooh. Spooky secret passage. Doesn't look like anybody's been down here for a while, does it? The snake was here. Snake! Kay loves tea. Nice. Hmm. Coming back out of Narnia. Wow. What a pleasant lady. She is sitting right next to a phone. That's a little sus, if you ask me. Yeah. Gross. Yeah. Shout out to her interactive. I think those are the candles that we saw from Haunted Mansion, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, if it was SFFT, then it would be San Francisco Fire Department, but it looks like it says SC. So. What do I know? Apparently, this is a little shout out area. Moose. Diver's helmet. Some cool stuff back here. There's a closet. Okay. Alright, lady. Well, I don't see my end here. Let's head back out here. So here's another phone. So somebody could have called from here as well. This looks like the backstage, because this is like... This would have been either the stage or now it's made into like the movie theater screen. Good fire protection. NFPA approved. Got your fire extinguishers, your fire poles. Very good. Okay, well, I guess let's head up front. See if we can find any sign of her up here. There's our main entrance. Ticketing booth. Cool. Let's talk to this gentleman. Oh, trying to duel me. You heard him. He used an unforgivable curse on me. Send him to Azkaban. Alright, well, let's start there. This guy seems a little too excited about kidnapping, to be honest. Should have said yes. It's only been like, what, 5 minutes? Hmm. Oh, we will find that evidence. Don't you worry. In the meantime, I don't know. Do I really want to call Bess right now? I know those girls like to talk. And that's okay. But I don't really want to sit here on the phone for another 10 minutes. I need to find some evidence. Well, let's see. So there's our ticket booth, and presumably we would see outside if the shades were up. Well, let's see if he's got anything else to say. Exactly. Bologna. Boy, what a character. Fight the power. Brady Armstrong and Vanishing Destiny. Let's see. Somebody else we can talk to upstairs. It'd be cool to see a movie in a theater like this, don't you think? Something that was originally meant for, like, stage performances, but then shows movies. That'd be so cool. I would totally go here if this was a real place. Which I'm pretty sure it isn't, but I may be wrong. Yeah, there you go. You can go see Moose next door. That's funny. This must be the projection booth. Oh, hello? Mm-hmm. That's an understatement of the year. All those turkeys, always trying to get you down. But don't let them. like a light bulb of some kind. Nancy's like, huh, I'll just steal this. Right in front of the projection operator as well. Let's go out to the lobby. Unlabeled cola brand cola. Projector care and operation. You know, fun fact for you guys. I actually used to work at a movie theater. It was only for about a year or so, but it was a really fun job, honestly. Like getting to go up in like the areas kind of like this and see the projectors and even having to troubleshoot them occasionally when they didn't work right. I definitely enjoyed working at the movie theater. It was a fun experience. And you get to take home free popcorn at the end of the night, so how's that for a bonus? Yes, projector housing key. But it's missing. Joseph probably has the original copy, I would imagine. Sorry. Well, let's see if we can maybe go and talk to Simone. Some kind of machines out of service. Harry Houdini, challenged by J.J. Thompson. Witness a once-in-a-lifetime event right here in St. Louis. Houdini is plunged into the watery grave and faces the most impossible escape of his career for the cash reward $50,000. That's a lot even by today. I wonder how much that was back then. Probably like $1 million. Interesting. So yeah, Houdini himself was here. Sagad the Magnificent. Harry Houdini. I hope you guys will forgive me if I don't read through all of these, but if you're watching back later, feel free to pause and read these yourself. Infinite loop. Okay. There he is himself, Harry Houdini, the King of Chains. Sagad the Magnificent. It's a magnificent hat, I'll give him that much. Shelby and White. Real live animals. Wow. Society of American Magicians. I am going to read this one though, because this one is actually relevant to our case. I know how the story goes, so I'm going to read this one. Last night, the Master of Illusion and undisputed King of Handcuffs, Harry Houdini, performed at the Royal Palladium. If you didn't attend, you missed a crackerjack show. Standing room only began with uproarious comedic stylings of comedian Slappy Anderson. Slappy was taking jabs at the Coolidge administration. He was distracted by a portly theater patron who was late, taking her seat in the front row. Slappy was merciless in ridiculing the woman for her tardiness and took no time in commenting on her floral print dress and matching hat. I like your dress, lady, but isn't it a little early for Halloween? After Slappy warmed the crowd, Harry Houdini took command of the stage, joined by his beautiful wife and assistant Bess. Houdini pulled out all his stops, astounding the crowd with amazing feats of daring and miracles, including the death-defying escape from the watery grave, a custom-made aquatic tank built by J.J. Thompson, the owner of the Royal Palladium. So confident was Mr. Thompson that Houdini could not best his contraption, he staked $50,000 on the challenge. What a blow to J.J.'s billfold. So how would that work exactly, right? Like, it's like, oh yeah, if you escape, I'll pay you $50,000. But if you don't escape from it, well, then you'll be dead, and I won't have to pay you anything. Like, yeah, I don't know. Even with such a spectacle, it was the last illusion of the evening, the Houdini transformation, that simply brought the house down. The illusion began with 2 iron cages being lowered from the ceiling to the stage. Bess, his wife, gracefully stepped into the first cage and got lifted 3 feet into the air. Stagehands covered the cage with a curtain. Houdini stepped into the adjacent cage. While he was lifted up, he transfixed us with a penetrating stare and began a countdown. At 3, his cage came to a halt 3 feet above the stage. At 2, a curtain enveloped the magician. But it was not Houdini's voice who shouted 1. In less than a heartbeat after it was dropped, the curtain was instantly lifted, revealing Bess Houdini standing where her husband had been but a moment before. Harry Houdini had vanished. Amid the applause, Bess gestured to the steel cloak cage suspended beside her. A stagehand removed the curtain, revealing not Harry Houdini, but Slappy Henderson. "You thought you'd gotten rid of me, didn't you?" Slappy yelled at the woman in the floral dress. The poor woman lumbered up from her front row seat. "Somebody ought to teach you some manners," she said, waggling a pointed finger at him. She then turned to face the audience, removed her hat and wig with a flourish, and revealed her true identity, Harry Houdini. The Royal Palladium exploded with applause as the Houdinis took their bows to a standing ovation. Never before has St. Louis been treated with such unparalleled magical genius. So that will become relevant a little later in this mystery. You'll see. Dizzy Notion. Rufus Smoke and Mirrors Brown. Frank Chappelle. It's a lot of seats. Ooh, piece of candy. Somebody didn't sweep up here after the last show. Shame, shame, shame. What would my manager say? Alright, let's see if Simone's off the phone yet. Hang on a second. I have just noticed that apparently my game stream is not recording. If it has not been, I apologize. Let me try to troubleshoot real quick. Get out of here, Steam. Okay, audio input capture device not connected. How about... Okay. How's it? No, that's not right, because now that's just recording my voice again, which I don't think is what I want. I apologize, it's been a while since I've streamed Nancy Drew. I probably should have checked all this before I started, but, well, you know. Okay. Okay, how's that? Okay, so that one's recording my voice. Now the other one, I think, should be doing the game. Where am I from? Okay, still not working. Let's try... Okay.
This theater is going to be demolished in 3 days. Brady can help search if he wants, but I'm not going to sit back and wait for him to save the day.
Honey, you've got spunk. Ever consider acting? This girl power thing is red hot right now. Of course, we'd have to think of a stage name. Nancy Drew is so utterly forgettable.
Joseph says the building was probably locked when the kidnapping happened, and that the kidnapper had to be someone who was inside the theater. Care to comment?
Why don't you tell that little gray troll that I think he did it, just to keep himself from dying of boredom in this old dump. That's my comment.
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
Oh, please, Nancy, I was on the phone, doing business. But if I'm ever hard-pressed for entertainment, I'm sure kidnapping would be a real hoot.
Okay, interesting.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Ciao.
Well, I apologize that the first, 30 to 40 minutes of the stream is without audio. I mean, at least there's subtitles so you guys can just, read along. And, you know what Nancy sounds like, right? Apologies. Like I said, haven't streamed for a while. Probably should have checked this before I started, but it's cool. We caught it, so... That's also the disadvantage of streaming while there's nobody here watching me, is nobody's here telling me that I'm doing it wrong. But that's okay. Okay. Well, why don't we... Let's go talk to Brady again. Now let's actually just take a shortcut to get there. I think the speedrunning record for this game, by the way, is 20 minutes, which... Obviously, we're not speedrunning the game. But we could beat this game in 20 minutes if we knew what we were doing.
Any news?
Who's this Simone, and how do you know her?
Simone Mueller, CEO of my life. My agent. Focus on being wholesomely smoldering, she says, and leave the rest to me. So I do. She's been setting up Premier HQ in the women's dressing room. Haven't you heard her snarling at people on the phone?
Oh, I have, believe me.
How do you keep up with all of your fans, Brady? A big star like you must get hundreds of emails.
Hundreds? Try thousands. All my email go through Simone. She reads it, she writes back. Control issues, off the record. Any message that says love Brady is just a big electronic smooch from her.
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
Me? You think I kidnapped Maya and then breezed in here just 4 minutes later? Where would I hide her? In my back pocket?
Just answer the question, Prince Charmstrong.
Charmstrong?
I picked that up from Nicholas. Now please proceed.
I was late getting back from a haircut. This is hard for me. I think my hairline might be receding. It's miserable. Simone's gonna go through the roof.
Yeah. Anyway.
Do you mind if I take a look around in here?
Be my guest.
Talk to you later, Brady.
Don't be a stranger.
I wish I could be a stranger. Alright, well, first things first. Let's look around back here a little bit, because I know that there happens to be something we can take care of right here at the moment. Huh. Some kind of handle here, but this big crate appears to be blocking it. And I wonder if there's something we can do about that. Maybe over here. Aha! That sounds important. All right. That should be good, right? Navigation. Not the greatest. Oops. Oh, yeah, I know. I know that was going to happen. We like to... We troll a little bit. I want to try to get all the second chance endings, just for fun and giggles. Alright, now, let's see. Ooh, spooky stairs. To a spooky basement? Let's go look. You on? Right, have fun. It's all good. Alright. Well, can't get into this yet because I'm not sure what symbol we're supposed to put on here. I mean, I know the answer, but let's see if we can find it here somewhere. Let's see, got the furnace down here. Spook. Interesting. Or as Nancy would say, Are they amazing, Auntie? Ugh. That is my sleep paralysis demon right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up! Ha ha! Find the ace of spades. Keep your eye on the card.
So, fun fact, this game is actually randomized.
Ooh, I'm sorry. Perhaps you need your eyes checked. Ha-ha. The hand
Maybe I do.
is quicker than the eye.
Hang on, I'll be right back. There we go. That's better. So yeah, I've been wearing glasses lately. Mostly just like around the house or like at work and stuff. Not like full time. More as like a way of reducing eye strain more than anything.
Find the ace of
But
spades.
I don't always
Keep
remember
your
to put them on
eye
because,
on the
you know,
card.
I just started wearing them. So when he said that, it's like, oh yeah, I'm sitting here all day at home today. I should probably wear my glasses. There we go.
Congratulations! You beat the magician.
So,
Don't forget to collect your winnings. Ha-ha.
so yeah, that's literally just a 1 in 3 chance of getting it right. So and getting a second try is bueno.
Your audience will be dazzled.
Flash paper. Slide the flash ring onto your finger. Use the flint wheel to create the spark. And you throw the flash paper and it goes and burns up really quickly. Audience will be dazzled by the bright light and puff of smoke. Should not be used by children without adult supervision. Don't try this at home, kids. Can we play again, Monty?
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up.
Oh my god. Kill it with fire. What the? Okay. Apparently Monty is no longer with us. Ripperoni. Can I get F's in the chat? But anyway, I think let us try putting in aces over here. Because that's what our pal Monty had. Hey, look at that. it worked. What's this? Another puzzle? Ooh. Okay. Well, let's start with... order. Man, imagine being able to right-click a piece to rotate it. Apparently that technology was not available at the time. It's even worse because on my screen this thing is stretched, actually. Maybe I should just look at it on my other screen here. Maybe it would look a little better that way. I don't know. And it's definitely less stretched on this monitor. Not sure. I mean, I guess I'm glad that OBS records it in its correct, like, aspect ratio. But it's weird for me to see it stretched there and not over here. Okay, does that line up? Maybe? I can't tell, honestly. Also, where's my music? It's eerily quiet in here now. Okay. Coming together slowly. I think that one goes there. I think we're almost done. There we go, and the music's back.
Something's missing here. It looks like the gears are missing.
Indeed it does. Well, we'll have to keep that in mind and come back if we find some gears then, I suppose. I think I know just where to look for some. First, let's step. Hello? There we go. Step backstage, or, well, step from backstage to front stage. Gonna go down this main aisle here, and somewhere. Aha. Bubblegum stuck to the seat. Movie theater classic.
Ick.
Luckily, I never really had to do any of cleaning of that kind of thing while I was at the theater. Ick. Indeed, Nancy. Ick indeed. Oh. That is weird. Interesting choice of decorations, but okay. Okay, let's go up to here. That kind of looks like a gear. One of them's missing. Where could it be? Aha! Alright, tell you what, let's try to grab it.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, Nancy. You can get it. Ah! Rip Nancy. Well, that's another way you can die. Well, let's try that again. Maybe we can use a little
I can't
magic.
quite reach.
Accio gear. Look at that. Worked. Never said magic don't work. Alright, so that's one of them. Now, where is the other one? That's something I don't remember offhand. Oh, I think I know. I think you have to play this. The Bee's Knees. There's some more vintage slang for you. We gotta move this note to here without getting caught. If you've played like Shadow Ranch or was this one an old clock too? Maybe just Shadow Ranch, I don't know. But this has appeared in a couple different games, but I think this is the first appearance of this puzzle. Can't use the arrow keys, which kind of sucks. I'm dead. Alright, let's do it the correct way this time. Victory music. There's JJ himself. Yeah, we did it, chat. We did it. Alright, well, now that we've got those gears, let's return to the basement. Let's take this other hallway. I think there's some stuff we can look at in here. There's JJ Thompson himself. Woolly Hammer. Thompson's life story. Feel free to pause if you'd like to look at it. I'm not going to read the entire thing. Oops. Actually, no, why don't we save? We've made it a little bit. You guys know how I am reading all those words. Oh, there's young JJ. Magdalena Applewhite. Liam. Jake Shorewood. Nebraska. Is that like Oklahoma? Nebraska, where the wind comes whistling down the something not copyrighted. Please secure after use. Nancy, that sign won't stop me because I can't read. Alright, where was I? Back over here under the stairs. Let's see what is in here.
It looks like the gears are missing.
Sure does, Nancy. Hell yeah. Key and a note. Dear Mr. Houdini, congratulations on your latest unbelievable feat. Never have I seen the crowd so enthralled. I was assured the watery grave was inescapable even for a master such as yourself. If there's any notion of risking my money, I might not have offered so grand a reward. After all, white man is made of money, isn't that right? My point is, well, I must admit my cash is a little tight at the moment. I do not have the 50,000 to give you. The theater is young, but bound for glory, and my bank account is still recovering from the building expenses. However, blah 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 blah, I would like to make you my business partner by transferring 50% ownership of the Royal Palladium Theater into your name. Just think of it. Together we can make it the foremost venue in the world for magic. Stupendous. A man as brilliant and worldly will recognize an irresistible offer and realize that there is no need to squabble over petty details for your reward. And blah 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 blah. Please sign this document if you agree. In doing so, you'll also be agreeing not to sue me or publicly defame my name. Looking forward to a mutually beneficial relationship with you, Mr. Houdini, J.J. Thompson. And it's signed by both of them. So, dang, it looks like that $50,000 he offered to pay JJ, he was like, well, I don't have 50, so here, how about half of the theater? And apparently Houdini agreed to it. Interesting. Not gonna take that with you, Nancy. Just gonna leave it sitting here in the basement. Okay. So you'll walk off with a light bulb, but you won't take important documents. I just don't understand her sometimes. Let's go talk to some more people.
What's up? Can't talk long. Gotta check on my people.
What's your attachment to saving this theater? You seem so personally invested.
Politics is personal, but with this place, it's ultra personal. My grandma, Louisa Falcone, designed the molds for all the insane plasterwork that you see in this lobby and in the auditorium.
Wow, I can see why you would hate to let it be destroyed. After all, this artwork is her legacy.
True, but there's more. I guess the architect-owner guy, J.J. Thompson, ran out of cash before the building was done. He never paid my grandma dime one, and then he denied that she had ever done the work in the first place.
Wow, that's kind of shitty.
Didn't she fight it?
Yeah, she was the artist type, not a deal maker. I guess she'd never signed any contractual stuff with JJ, and she didn't have the resources to sue him or any of that. So I guess she just had to let it go.
Let it go.
I wonder why Thompson would cheat her like that.
Here's the kicker. After JJ sharked her on this 2-year project, she was broke, and then the Great Depression hit. She could never afford to work as an artist again.
Rip-a-roni.
What did she do instead?
Louisa, Mother Serenity Falcone, she just kept on trucking in true Falcone style. Died at 97 without a bitter bone in her body. I think she had a happy life, but this theater holds the last artwork she ever did. Don't you see, Nancy? Saving this place is not just for history, it's for justice.
She should at least get credit for her work.
My family has been trying for years, but there doesn't seem to be anything on record that links her to this place. Nancy, could you do me a favor?
I think I know what you're going to ask.
While you're searching, could you just keep your eye out?
If I run across the name Louisa Falcone or anything else that might help, you'll be the first to know.
You're cooler than I thought, Nancy.
And you're smarter than I thought.
Well, funny you should mention that, because guess what I just found in the basement?
How goes the search?
I found some of JJ's personal documents inside a secret panel in the basement.
Well, don't just stand there, start breaking it down.
Spill the beans.
Did you ever hear about a challenge that JJ Thompson issued to Harry Houdini back in 1925?
Yeah, and?
JJ put up a big reward for this Houdini challenge. He must have thought the escape was impossible, but Houdini did it. And JJ didn't have the reward money.
What does this have to do with the ownership of the theater?
From what I can tell, JJ had to give Harry Houdini 50% of the theater as the reward.
Ha! Serves that swindler JJ right. Nancy, do you realize what this means?
Enlighten me.
If Thompson didn't own the whole place, then whoever inherited it from Thompson doesn't legally own the whole place either.
Which means they don't have the authority to knock this building down.
We've got to find out what happened to his half of the ownership. You keep looking for Maya. I've got a laptop out in my van. I'll get online and do some research. Check back soon.
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
Fight the power.
Nancy, it's Joseph. Wait till you see this. Come to the projection room.
God, is that you? I've been good, I swear.
Nancy, take a look at this.
Oh my gosh, Maya's press pass.
Brady found it.
Pog.
Found it? Where?
He didn't say. Give the police a call. And then you better go back to your hotel and get some rest.
Just when I have a lead? No way! I've got to keep searching.
You won't be any help to Maya if you get too tired to think.
Well, I guess you have a point there.
Go ahead and use the phone in the ticket booth. I'll be down in a minute.
Yeah, clearly Joseph is not familiar with Nancy's usual modus operandi of staying on a case for, literally days at a time. And then when she needs to, going and sleeping for like 23 hours at a time. Like, oh no, I just missed the time. Well, time to go to bed for sleep for the next 23 hours. Nancy doesn't have the best sleep schedule, if I'm honest. I'm just calling 911. It's faster. I don't even remember what the police department's number is anyway.
St. Louis Police Department.
Missing persons unit, please.
Please hold. Missing persons. This is Ramsey.
Hi, Sergeant Ramsey. This is Nancy Drew. I spoke to you earlier today about the disappearance of my friend, Maya Wen.
Hello, Miss Drew. You're calling to tell me that you found your friend, I hope.
I wish that were true, sir. No, she's still missing. I'm calling to report that I have the evidence you asked for.
What did you find?
Someone else here at the theater found Maya's press pass. It was clipped to her shirt when she went into the dressing room. It must have been torn off when she was kidnapped.
Or it fell off. Or she just tossed it.
Maya is very serious about her work, Sergeant Ramsey. She never goes anywhere without that pass, and she would not willingly leave it behind.
Is the pass damaged in any way?
No.
Was anything disturbed in the area where it was found?
I don't know. I'm not the one who found it.
Okay, well, thanks for checking in, Miss Drew. If Maya hasn't turned up by tomorrow, we'll definitely be out to investigate. Someone will take a look at the press pass then.
But you said that if I found evidence, you'd investigate the theater today.
I'm sorry, Miss Drew, but we can't go chasing after every kid who decides to take a leave of absence. The vast majority of missing juveniles disappear of their own accord, and they reappear when they're good and ready.
You have to believe me. Maya would never play this kind of game. Nicholas Falcone said he thinks somebody is using her to make a statement.
Nicholas Falcone? Is he involved in this? Are you involved with him?
Haddett is demonstrating against the demolition in front of the theater. Nicholas has set up shop in the lobby. I've spoken to him. I'm not involved with him.
Are you aware of the allegations against Mr. Falcone's character, Miss Drew?
Allegations?
Nick Falcone operates according to his own rules. He'll do just about anything to save a theater, and he's not afraid to use extreme tactics.
What kind of extreme tactics?
You name it. Vandalism, sabotage, chaining himself to demolition machinery.
Is that right?
And last year there was a situation over in Nashville. Just when the oldest theater in the city is about to be torn down, and mind you, Haddett is there in full force, a girl goes missing. So happens she's the daughter of the demolition boss. They go crazy looking for her. There's a call, just like the one you described. Anyway, to make a long story short, the demolition is called off. And 3 weeks later, the girl is seen snuggling up to Falcone in a Memphis coffee shop.
Are you suggesting Nicholas is staging this thing?
I'm just saying that there's more to situations like these than meets the eye. Nick Falcone is a real operator and he likes to humiliate the police. I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon here with this whole Royal Palladium thing and let him make my unit look like a bunch of chumps.
I see.
So you aren't gonna have any credit with us if you join ranks with him.
Does he have a criminal record?
Oh, minor stuff. Disorderly conduct, trespassing, yada yada yada. But Nick Falcone can slime his way out of a sticky situation like no one I've ever seen. Unfortunately, there's no jail sentence for being a royal pain in the neck.
There are no good citizenship awards for it either.
Look, I know you're worried, but for now, there's nothing we can do. And there's nothing you can do either. Why don't you go home and get some rest? I'm sure you've had a long day.
Well, this has been very informative, Sergeant Ramsey. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Good night, Miss Drew.
There we go. I didn't, Joseph said I should call somebody for, like, blueprints of the place. I don't remember who it was, though.
I heard the whole thing, Nancy. Go get some sleep. I'll keep an eye on things till morning.
All right. Good night, Joseph. What's this? A wreath? R.I.P. Ripperoni. Deepest sympathy. Planning a funeral is such a dreadful pain. Wouldn't you rather just stop the demolition? Now that is horrid. I mean, Look how they put the word "the" on this line. They should have moved "the" down to that line. Like, having this word by itself on this line just looks terrible. Like, who wrote this? Come on. Disgusting. Don't forget the snacks. Oh, hello. When Sergeant Ramsey, Simone. I feel like I know who's behind this poster. Brady Armstrong is offering signed posters. Oh, thanks. That's real helpful.
I'm sorry you had to see that wreath, Nancy. It's disgusting.
I agree.
This is one creepy kidnapper, that's for sure.
Well, let's hope the kidnapper just did this to scare you.
It's just strange. I mean, why would the kidnapper go to the trouble to have that thing arranged and delivered here?
The phone's been ringing off the hook all morning. I don't know how the press got a hold of this, but they're all over it like ants on a picnic.
Where did those missing posters come from?
I can't say for sure, but I can make an educated guess.
I have a feeling you and I are betting on the same horse here.
Can you believe the way she diverted all of the attention away from Maya and used the poster to promote Brady as the big hero? This shouldn't be happening. It's all backwards.
Who is this J.J. Thompson character anyway?
Old JJ, owner, visionary, wheeler dealer. JJ loved a magic show. He had this place built with those kind of big spectacle shows in mind. JJ also happened to love the sight of his own mug in the mirror. You can tell by the way he ornamented the auditorium with his own head.
Ah, so that's JJ's head. Interesting. Interesting. Makes sense, I suppose.
Tell me about that old key-making machine in the lobby. Has it been out of order long?
It's been broken for a spell. The kids lost interest in it when video games came along. But I bet it wouldn't be hard to fix. I'd love for you to see how it works, and then you could make yourself a little souvenir from the Royal Palladium, or send a key to your sweetheart.
Mm-hmm. Poor old Ned. Nah, I'm just kidding. Ned sucks.
The history of this theater is so rich. I'm surprised the city of St. Louis isn't more interested in preserving it.
Well, they are interested. The Historical Society's been working like the dickens to get this place declared a landmark. But someone downtown has been stalling. They're awfully close.
The police told me Nicholas Falcone is known for using extreme tactics to further his political causes. Why are you letting him use the lobby as his headquarters?
Nicholas has been hanging around this theater since he was a little boy. I know how torn up he is about the theater. This'll be over soon enough, and then he'll go home. I don't think he's dangerous, for gosh sakes.
So where will you go after the demolition? Are you planning to retire?
Greasewood, Arizona. My brother Jake is there. It's a tiny town with no movie theater, so we're gonna put one on the map. I got some money saved.
Nice. That
Gotta
sounds
go
like fun.
now.
Chin up!
Okay. What else can we do today on day 2? Our investigation. Well, let's talk to Nicholas next.
Nancy, what's the 411?
Thanks to you, the police think this whole kidnapping is a hoax.
That's all hearsay, Nancy. They got no witnesses, no testimony, no nothing.
So you have or have not used kidnapping to further your causes in the past.
I am not an eco-terrorist, and I would never orchestrate the temporary disappearance of anyone who wasn't in on the plan and down with the cause.
Maybe you'd better think about being in on the law and down with the truth, Nicholas.
All right, Officer Nancy, chill out, will ya? I'm on your side.
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
I was outside, harnessing public outrage. Ask anyone.
Joseph told me that the St. Louis Historical Society is in the process of trying to declare this building an historical landmark.
They've been in that process for years. It's all just a big wad of red tape, a bunch of bureaucratic hocus pocus. Had it's about action, not paperwork.
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get around laws. Sometimes laws are old or outdated or, whatever. But that doesn't mean doing illegal stuff is okay. Let's go talk to our other two suspects. See what they have to say for themselves on this fine day. Whoop, nope. Out of your door. There we go. Brady's not here. Interesting. Let's talk to our favorite Hollywood agent, Simone.
Have you seen the posters? Aren't they fabulous?
You made the posters? When?
After Brady found her press pass, of course.
You know I was searching for evidence to show the police. You know every hour counts. But when Brady found the pass, you used it to promote your star before you turned it over?
Maya's on the poster. It says she's missing. So what's your issue? Brady's out plastering those posters all over St. Louis and every podunk town for 50 miles. He's due back at any time, though, for the press conference.
Press conference?
I've invited the press here today to report on Brady's commitment to solving this case. You know, a few questions, a few photo ops, no big deal. That funeral wreath was awful, wasn't it?
What do you know about that wreath?
I had it moved out front for the press conference. We want the press to know just how heartless this kidnapper is, don't we? Then it's all the more fabulous when Brady saves the day.
How long have you been Brady's agent?
I discovered him on an electric spring morning 6 years ago. He was working the original Coney Dog stand on Sunset Boulevard. It was pure luck. I was craving an all-beef Frank at 7 a.m. He's been the jewel in my crown ever since.
You were craving a all-beef Frank at 7 a.m.? Either you eat really weird or that's a euphemism, but I don't want to think about it.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Ciao.
And I'm just gonna see myself out. Thanks. Okay, so what else do we have? Can't do that yet. Can't do that yet. Can't do that yet. I'm trying to remember what this key goes to. The heist. Key machine's still broken.
I got the number. I left it in the ticket booth. This woman isn't Houdini herself. She's the widow of one of Houdini's cousins.
Maybe she knows what's happened to Houdini's half of the theater. I'll call.
Yeah, we still need... Joseph said we should call the people downtown for the plans of this place. Oh boy, Eustacia and Dropov. Oops. Remember back in the good old days when your phone wasn't smart and you had to remember to dial the number exactly right or it wouldn't go through.
Yes, hello.
Hello, is this Eustacia Andropov?
Who else would it be? Everyone else is dead.
Oh, Mrs. Andropov, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm trying to find out some information about Harry Houdini. Is it true that you're his cousin?
Who wants to know?
Oh, I beg your pardon. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm a detective working on a case in St. Louis.
Harry was only my cousin by marriage. but my husband is dead, and so is Harry. So I guess that makes me nobody's cousin. Satisfied?
I'm researching Mr. Houdini's ownership of the Royal Palladium Theater. Would you know anything about this?
He owned it. Half of it anyway, for a few months. Then he died. Does that help?
Do you know what happened to his half? Did he sign it back over to J.J. Thompson?
Return it to James Jehoshaphat? Mr. Stupendous? Not on his life. Losing that man was Harry's greatest escape.
Did someone in Houdini's family inherit the theater?
Harry made a plan to give his half of the theater to someone he admired. A young magician, I assume. Perhaps a protege. I remember my husband telling me this.
Can you tell me anything more?
More? I'm 96 over here. I don't exactly have time to burn.
I know it was a long time ago, Mrs. Andropoff, but this is terribly important. My friend is in danger, and finding out what happened to Houdini's half of the theater may be my only hope of saving her.
Call the Library of Congress. Ask about the Houdini collection. There must be something in all of those letters. You tell that Sherman Trout, Eustacia said. You're not dead yet, Shermy, so get up and make yourself useful.
The Library of Congress. You don't happen to have that number, do you?
Well, I should have this letter from Shermy around here somewhere. Cat food coupons. Vincent Jacques repair. Dear Eustacia. Here we go. Library of Congress, Washington, D.C. 202-555-5000.
Thanks, Mrs. Andropoff. You've been a great help.
Save it for my funeral.
Wow. Whoops.
Manuscripts.
I'm trying to reach Sherman Trout, please.
Speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Mr. Trout. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm a detective working on a case that involves Harry Houdini and the Royal Palladium Theater in St. Louis. Eustacia Andropoff recommended I call you.
Ah, yes. Eustacia was most helpful to us when we were assembling our Houdini collection. I presume you'd like to have a look at it?
Yes, please, Mr. Trout. I'm very interested.
Fine. Well, you'll just need to register with the library when you get here and fill out a request for the materials you wish to view. When your request has been processed, the materials will be delivered to one of our reading rooms where you can view them.
Mr. Trout, please let me explain. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to come to Washington, D.C. to do research. I'm hoping you could help me find a document.
Well, Miss Drew, I'm sorry if you have logistical constraints, but please understand my own limitations. The Library of Congress currently holds over 40 million items, contained in 10,000 separate collections. It's the largest and most comprehensive library in the world. I simply don't have time to run research errands for the individual citizens.
Mr. Trout, if I don't solve this case in a matter of hours, the building I'm standing in will be demolished and an innocent 19-year-old girl, a friend of mine, may lose her life. You may be my only hope.
Why is your friend in danger?
She was kidnapped by someone desperate to save this building from demolition.
And what can you possibly be hoping to find in the Houdini collection that would help matters?
Mr. Houdini was part owner of the theater, and I'm trying to find out who inherited his half or what became of it when he died. I'm hoping Houdini might have discussed it somewhere in his personal documents. If I can prove that the current owner is not legally the full owner, then maybe I can get the demolition stopped and save Maya.
I see. Well, this sounds urgent. I suppose I can take a look.
That would be such a help, Mr. Trout. If you find anything, could you overnight it to me at the Royal Palladium?
Well, I certainly can't send you the document itself. It's a historical artifact now. But I could send you a slide. What's the street address there, if I find anything?
It's 1330 Washington Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63101. Please send the package in care of Nicholas Falcone or myself, Nancy Drew. I can't tell you how grateful I am, Mr. Trout. You might just be a lifesaver.
Miss Drew, I assure you, Sherman Trout is a man of his word.
Thanks so much. Bye.
All right. Well, hopefully that's gonna solve that problem. More of our missing posters.
Did you call? What's the story?
Sure did.
Go on, spill it.
She didn't know much, but she gave me the number of this guy at the Library of Congress who has access to the archives of Houdini's letters.
And what did they say?
Sherman Trout is on our side. Keep your eyes peeled for a special delivery.
Way to go, Nancy. You're on fire.
Can you believe Brady's agent has called this press conference to trump up his heroics? She can barely even remember Maya's name.
Close your
Don't
mouth,
worry, Nancy.
Nicholas.
This cowboy will be on the scene with a megaphone in each holster. I guarantee you the press will get more than they bargained for.
Catch you later.
Fight the power. Hola.
Catch you later.
On the flip side.
Let's make another round of talking to everybody, see if we can get anything else going.
Don't touch that projector, dear. It's a temperamental old beast. Any signs of Maya?
Gotta go now.
Chin up!
Okay, nothing new from Joseph.
On your stage name? I'm thinking Samantha Quick. You love it, right?
I think your phone's about to ring.
Ciao.
I believe that is a reference to something else. I don't remember exactly what, but I think Samantha Quick was like a alias that Nancy Drew uses in like one of the books or something. Something like that. Still no Brady, huh? Oh, never mind.
How are you holding up?
Thanks for finding Maya's press pass. Where was it?
I found it in the basement. I mean the balcony. It was the balcony.
Balcony, basement, whatever. It's just my friend's life that's in danger here.
Please, Nancy. It's not me.
I guess I should have my eyes checked. I could have sworn that poster was all about you.
It's Simone. She's relentless. I'm just a hostage on her runaway bus.
That's funny. I don't see any gun to your head, just a wad of money dangling in front of your nose.
It's more complicated than you think. Listen, I've got to get ready for this press conference. I'll talk to you later. Not now, Nancy.
Okay, folks, we're about to get started here. Mrs. Mueller and Mr. Armstrong will do their best to answer all of your questions.
Well, says
in
I
the
didn't
time
on the
allotted.
press pass.
But let's proceed with good manners, shall we?
Thank you, all, for coming. I'm only sorry that the circumstances of our meeting are not more festive. Wouldn't it be nice if we were all gathered here today to revel in the
Wouldn't it be
blockbuster
nice?
success of Brady Armstrong's new movie, Vanishing Destiny? Wouldn't we all prefer to turn our attention to record ticket sales and the squeals of delighted fans across the nation? But alas, we have come together today over tragedy, not triumph. I've called this conference specifically to let you know, and I trust you will take it upon yourselves to inform the world, that Brady Armstrong will not rest. The greatest performance of his career will not be unveiled until Maya Nguyen.
Hey, lady, you're breaking my heart. But isn't her name Maya Wynn?
Until Maya Wynn is returned to her friends and family, safe and sound. Already,
our real-life hero, has searched this theater and uncovered important evidence. Already, he has driven 200 miles in a rent-a-car, no less, distributing missing posters to all the outer-lying regions of this great city. You see, Brady Armstrong is a hero and a regular guy, all rolled into one.
Ooh, I'm swooning.
Put a sock in it, Mr. Camouflage. And now, without further ado, I'd like to open the floor up to questions.
Is it true that the girl was at the theater to interview Brady Armstrong? What was the interview about?
Mr. Charmstrong, do you find your fans respond to you more in your chicken suit or in your curly wig?
Did anyone hear her scream?
Ms. Mueller, you're his agent. Chicken suit or curly wig?
Any speculation of where the kidnapper's hiding her? Where did this funeral wreath come from?
Isn't it a little unusual for a movie star to help with a kidnapping like this?
People, one at a time. Brady.
Well, with all of my experience on the silver screen, I feel well prepared to save the day in St. Louis.
Do you think the kidnapper is violent?
Mr. Charmstrong, have you ever thought about growing a mustache? It might really distinguish you.
Is it true you're offering a reward for the facts leading to Maya's return?
That's right. Autographed movie posters for anyone and everyone who comes forward with a decent lead.
Yes, is it true that that Detective Nancy Drew is on the case?
Yes, Nancy Drew is investigating.
Is she available for comment?
It's a difficult situation. You see, Maya is a friend of Nancy's, and the personal connection, well, it may be clouding the detective's judgment.
No.
She's really on edge.
Isn't anybody around here concerned about the welfare of this magnificent theater? There's more than one life at stake today, you know. Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, press people, over here. If you want the real story, talk to me. Sorry, Miss Mueller, you'll have your photo op in a moment. Yeah, over here, down by my van.
All right, well, there's a press conference for you. Everyone's gone right now, so maybe this would be a good time to snoop it up. Palladium.
County Administration, 314-555-3309.
We should give them a call. Nicholas, fight the power Falcon. Well, why don't we do that since we're just right here anyway, before we forget.
We're sorry, your call.
Like I said, I'm glad phones these days are smart, so you don't have to freaking remember all these telephone rules. I mean, I'm just lucky that I'm old enough that I remember the correct way for having to dial a 1 or the area code and all that crap, because otherwise, like, if my kids went and played this, they'd probably have no idea.
Hi, I'm looking for the blueprints for the Royal Palladium Theater. Do you have them on file?
Are you a county employee?
No, just a citizen on a mission.
Okay, well, we do keep blueprints on file. Let's see. The computer says there are 2 sets for the Palladium, 1923 and 1956. Do you have a preference?
1923, please. The originals.
Would you like to hold while I retrieve them?
Sure, thanks.
Hold music. Be funny if it's like the Nancy Drew theme or something. So how you doing, chat?
Ma'am?
Yes, I'm still here.
It's very strange, ma'am. They're gone.
Gone? You mean someone checked them out?
Oh, we don't allow people to check them out. You can bring the blueprints to our reading room and study them there, but they're not supposed to leave the building. I can't imagine where they could be. Hold on, let me see if Charles knows.
Can you check, like, who was the last person to check them out? Surely they have a record of who checks them out. Maybe Charles knows.
Ma'am, this is so strange. Charles says some guy was just in here looking at them a few days ago.
What did he look like?
Hold on.
Charles, what did he look like? I don't know. Old? Tall? Skinny? Fat? I don't remember. Thanks, Charles. You're a big help.
Hello? Charles said the guy had a hat on. He never really got a look at the guy.
Was he young or old?
Hey, Charles? Young or old? Energetic is all Charles remembers.
Okay, well, my name is Nancy Drew. I'm working on some things over here at the Royal Palladium. Could you do a search for the blueprints?
Sure thing. I'll put in a find request. Call back in 5 to 7 business days.
Next week? Oh, I'm afraid I don't have that kind of time. Is there any way to expedite the search?
I'm afraid not. The guy who does our misplaced materials searches just returned from a month of paternity leave, and he's swamped.
I see.
This is urgent?
Yes, it's urgent, all right. But I'll figure something out. Thanks, Madeline.
Good luck.
Bye.
Alright, well, that was not much help. I still don't really want to call Ned and Bessinger. Like, I like them, but I don't want to sit here on the phone for freaking all day. Alright, let's go. Let's go Snoop and Joseph's area, because it sounds like he's also at the pass out front. The conference, I mean. Yeah, here's another telephone. Thanks, crossword puzzle. Herbert Radud and Son, Men's Rooming House, Greasewood, Arizona. For a clean bed, a hot meal, and a place to hang your hat, you can always room with the Raduds. Dear Mr. Hughes, we received your letter inquiring about the whereabouts of Jacob Hughes. Unfortunately, Jake died 6 months ago. He had been ill with emphysema for some time, but you'll be glad to know he enjoyed his cigarettes to the end. Okay. Died peacefully in his sleep. We regret we were unable to contact you at the time of his death, but we had no idea Jake had a brother. He had never mentioned any family, and our research didn't turn up any leads. His brother was cremated according to his last wishes. No rent was due on his room. Please contact the coroner's office if you'd like his ashes shipped to you. We're sorry for your loss. So Jacob told us he was going to stay with his brother Jake in Greasewood, but sounds like his brother passed away recently. That's a little sus. Let's touch the heck out of this machine. Yeah. Touch.
It's locked.
Touch.
It's locked.
Nope. I think this is good for the focus knob. I'm sure it's fine. Let's go out to the lobby. I think this is good for the bulb. I'm sure it's fine. Don't tell Joseph.
Something's missing here.
Yes, I know, Nancy. Thank you. What this does. Come on, Nancy. Say something. This is your chance to be a star. No? Okay. Not everybody's cut out for that life, I suppose. Okay, I think that's all we can do in Joseph's room for now. Let's go snoopity snooping other people's stuff. Classic Nancy Drew. Okay, well, Brady doesn't really have stuff to snoop in. Well, Simone. Oh, bobby pin. Could come in handy. Ooh. Leave your purse behind. That's a mega no-no. Talent Farm. Mama Cindric's Wellness Garden. Producer. Happy Spine Chiropractic. Tea and Sushi Bar. Georgie Bear. Birthday 8/13. Ginger's 24-hour Flowerama funeral wreath. Ribbon rip. Nothing tacky. Well, well, well. I think we found out who... Hey, Cassian. Glad you could stop in. Going well so far. We're in the middle of day 2. I think we just figured out who sent that funeral wreath. Apparently it was Simone. That's pretty sus if you ask me. We'll have to ask her about that after she gets back from her press pass out front. You know, I've never understood how this puzzle works. Yeah, we have actually. Joseph has indeed told us not to let those turkeys get us down. Which we have. Oh, we did it. Okay. Calendar. TV, lunch date, dry cleaning, final shoot, cast party. Okay. Emails. I think your best performance was lie like a rug. Maybe vanishing destiny. Ah, here's Maya. I'm sure you're very busy. I have 20 minutes or so. Please write back. Just inline. Bunch of stuff. And home. Don't think there's anything we really need to... I think here's where we need to... Yeah, turkey can be pretty nasty. Baroque tours. If you ain't Baroque, then take our tour. Chuck's Fried Clucks. Don't look so happy, Brady. Huh, there's the press pass. It was in the basement, like Brady originally said before he corrected himself. Yep, that's it, alright. Picture in the basement, picture up in the theater, picture on the balcony. Brady's getting more and more upset. Yeah, that's right, smile. Cat party? Yeah. Sounds like fun. Well, we'll have to go investigate that basement, I think. Before we do that, though, I think there's something else we can do. Let's go back to the men's dressing room. I think we can open this now. Hell yeah. Stage Technician's Guide. Oh, this could come in handy. The Houdini Transformation. This is one we read about earlier. 121192. That's going to be important, I think. 121192. Power. I should probably write the steps out. First power, then put in the numbers. Left and right. L plus R faders. And left and right faders down. And the magnets to attach the tunnel. Transformers up slightly. And lock everything. Yeah, for real. That took Nancy like, what, 2 seconds? She must be a pro. I may not be an expert, but I don't think that's how quickly you normally are able to do it. Lock button, quick switch box, performers, quick switch box, through performers, switches with a trick chair in the front row. That's what we heard about. Yeah, so this is how the trick works. So they're on the stage, the two people in the cages go down, and then they can quick switch between the cages. And then one of them, in the case we heard about, Houdini, went down and he swapped with the person in the front row, who I guess was Slappy. And then Slappy and his wife were in the cages, and then Houdini switched over and went up to the trick chair, and then everyone was like, yay! Also, a magician's room. Interesting. Room to locate the stage for magicians and staff performers only. It's kind of like a special backstage area for them, so we should definitely look into that too. But first, before we do that, though, let's go to the basement. I think we need to look around down there. Sky's falling. I'm sure it's nothing. Huh, weird. What's that? Huh? Bonk. The end. Let's try that one again, huh?
Yeah,
Get smart, Nancy Drew. You're wasting precious time. Stop the demolition or you'll never see her again.
Okay, Kylo Ren, I'll do whatever you say. Yikes. Well, that would have probably killed us if it landed on it. Well, this is where our press pass was, alright. I don't see anything here now. Well, let's go try that. Yeah, I know Kylo Ren's in this game. I didn't know. Apparently he's the one who's kidnapped her. Too spooky. Yeah, heck with Brady Armstrong. I want Kylo Ren's autograph. Alright, let's go try doing that magician's trick thing. Since everybody is out front having conversations. Okay, so let's see.
Hello? Hello? This must be where the threat came from. Okay, you rotten kidnapper.
Yeah, you tell him, Nancy. Okay, so first we turn on the power, which I guess is already. Oh, wait, is this the power? Okay, I guess power's already on because this thing is. Oh yeah, there we go. Power's on. 1 2 1 1 9 2. Okay. So these work now. Yeah. Shout out to Nancy just shouting out to an empty stadium like, "Yeah, I'll get you, you kidnapper." Yeah, probably. All right. So, fun fact, from what I've heard from the speedrunners, it doesn't actually matter that what order you do these in. The game just checks that they're in the correct ending positions, but we're gonna do it this way just for the heck of it. All right, so left and right faders, turn those on. Then the left and right switches go down. Bring the cages down to the stage. Don't know, will it let us look at these right now? Or does that reset it? No, I don't think it'll let us look out there right now. Okay, so we just have to do it from the top. Okay. Switch it down, then we have to connect the magnets to connect the secret tunnels to the bottoms of the cages. Then we move them up slightly. Then we have to open the trap doors, and then lock it. Now, if we did it right, let's look at it. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So let's go down there and see what we can poke around in while everyone else is outside. Navel gazing. I had to look up what navel gazing meant. Apparently it just means like when you're just sitting around at home all day and you're literally staring at your belly button because you're so bored or something. And Nancy is pretty smart. It's proof, goes to show you, if you have instructions that are good, you can do anything you put your mind to. Just like making Legos. Or something, you know. Yeah, so from this angle, it appears that the stages are hovering above the stage. But if we come around to this side, you can actually see they're not. There's actually a mirror section in there that makes it look like the stage. Or something.
It's done with mirrors.
Wow. Yeah, I guess if it was a convincing enough mirror, you wouldn't be able to tell. I mean, honestly, if you were sitting anywhere that wasn't directly in front of it, you know, like if you had one of the... Back up, Nancy. So if you were sitting in one of these seats over here, you might be able to see the side of this mirror, you know. It's not perfect, but for most of the people in the auditorium, it would be convincing. So let's step into this cage. Oh yeah, there's a little secret tunnel. Alright. Well, now we're in here. Interesting. So this is where the two people would swap. So now I could go up into the other cage if I wanted to. Cool. And one of the light bulbs here has come out. What's in here? Oh, look, a peephole. Shall I peep? I do believe I'll peep.
Maya!
No. Hello? Dad? Looks like I'm not getting back that way. Well, let's see where this trapdoor goes. Ooh, spooky stairs. Oh yeah, hang on. Oh no, Maya. Is she still there? Yeah, just squeeze yourself through that tiny opening there, Nancy. You can do it, I believe in you. Alright, let's go down here. Button? Ah. So this must go up to that stage on the seat, I mean on like the front row of the stage. Let's see if we can get out this way. Nope. Well, let's try the other direction. Avada Kedavra. Het.
These pieces won't budge.
Well, rip. We are playing this on Senior Detective, by the way. This game, I'm not sure what the differences between Junior and Senior mode are. Probably some harder puzzles or something. I assume there's some difference. Maybe it's just like Bess and George give you less clues, but yeah, I'm not sure what the differences are. But we are playing Senior for those of you just joining us.
Help! Is anybody out there?
Who's there?
It's Nancy.
Nancy? For goodness sakes. What are you doing down there? This chair seems to be stuck. Hold on, I'm greasing the wheels here.
I found a secret room under the stage. I've got to check it out.
Magician's room. I swear, Nancy, as long as I've worked here, I've never been able to find my way in there.
I found the door, but the pieces that open the door are stuck.
Here, try this.
Ah, oh my gosh. Personal space.
Hey, it's stuck again. It's stuck again.
Classic, not WD-40 brand degreaser.
This should loosen things up.
Yeah, this stuff always smells really good too. So I just saw somebody do this puzzle the other day. I think I still remember how to do it. Maybe. Yeah, those and those go there. So that one go over there. Hello? So those go up there like that, and then this one has to come down here so he can go through there, and then oh no, sorry, that one has to go out there, then he goes through there, those go back, and boom. Yeah, for real, jump scare. Told everybody at the start of this game that we weren't going to have the spooky counter in this game, but maybe we do need it. I don't know. That was pretty scary. Go ahead, stick your arm in there, Nancy. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Oh my gosh. He sees all. Dunuvan, the Magnificent. That's where we just came from. Interesting. Tortellini. Interesting name. Oh, hello? Magician's Secrets, Volume 4. Concealing the card. A message on a sheet of paper. Take a rubbing. Flash paper. Interesting. And Nancy's like, my friend's gone missing, but hey, look, a book about magicians. Let me just flip through this. Aha.
Her shoe! She was just here.
Pizza. Hey, I haven't eaten in a while, Nancy. You want some pizza? Mamma mia, pizzeria. That's my favorite one. Alright, Nancy, now just go take out your digital camera and take a picture of this. Oh, you don't have a camera? Guess that hadn't been invented yet? Okay. What's in here? Be funny if we just open it and Maya's just in there. Yeah, take that, Nancy. That'll show that kidnapper.
Rubber is shockproof.
Interesting flex, but okay. We just open the Iron Maiden and Maya's in there, dead. Rip. Oh yeah, here we are. In the basement. What's that on the door?
The gate is electrified.
Huh. Interesting. So what happens if I... Yeah, rubber is shockproof. If I put these gloves on, I won't be able to be jump scared. Yeah, F's in the chat for Nancy.
The gate is electrified.
Okay, let's try again with the jump scare proof gloves. Apologies for the buttons on this part. They're kind of very loud and annoying. This puzzle is random every time you do it, so you just gotta... Trying to forget which ones I've tried and which ones I haven't. Dang it! Almost there. Oh, good lord. That took entirely too long. I apologize. Alright, you kidnapper, where are you?
Oh, Nancy! Hey!
I think the kidnapper just moved Maya to a new hiding place. Have you seen anything suspicious around here?
Wow, are you sure? I didn't see anything.
I found evidence that will prove that Maya's being held in this building.
Wow! Evidence. Where?
I'll talk to you later. I've got to get a hold of Sergeant Ramsey.
So we come out and we see Brady just hanging around for no reason. That's interesting and pretty sus, if you ask me. Yeah, for real. I think he'd lose his own butt if it wasn't attached.
Hi, Nancy. What happened?
I found Maya.
You found her? Oh, that's great. Where is she now?
Would you believe she's disappeared again?
Are you sure you didn't just imagine you saw her?
I think the kidnapper moved her, but they left some evidence behind.
Evidence? That should interest the police. Have you called them?
I haven't called yet.
You've got to call them, Nancy. They might really be able to help. Did you call? What do they say?
Yeah, they said they'll come check it out, but they may not be able to get here for a while.
I'll wait up for the police. You get some rest, Nancy. You're gonna need it for tomorrow.
Thanks, Joseph. I am exhausted.
Not Nancy, just straight up lying to him. He's like, oh, you better call the police, Nancy. And then 2 seconds later, did you call the police? Nancy's like, yeah, totally just did that in the 2 seconds since we last talked. That's a funny little skip you can do I learned from watching a speedrun. Because heck with Sergeant Ramsey. We don't like him. Get advertised 50K. Payphone in Granite City. Interesting. So, if we had called Sergeant Ramsey last night, we would have just been like, hey, you know, there we found some evidence in the magician's room, and make sure Joseph shows you. So let's go talk to everybody again.
Hola.
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
Fight the power. He got nothing new to say. Let's talk to Joseph. See what the police had discovered last night. We're on day 3 now, by the way.
Watch out there, Nancy. That projector's crumbling like a prehistoric cookie.
Sure is.
Can you believe this ransom demand coming out of thin air?
Do you think it's real?
Apparently, the call came from north of here, a town called Granite City. Personally, I think it's a hoax. But now the police are convinced that Maya's not in this building.
But what about the evidence I found?
Are you sure the pizza boxes were in that magician's room? Because the police couldn't find anything.
What do you mean they couldn't find anything?
They searched the whole building.
Somebody must have moved the evidence. That's the only explanation.
Follow your gut, Nancy. If you think Maya's still here, you keep looking for her, you hear?
I was backstage earlier, and one of the stage lights came crashing down. It almost hit me.
Oh, Nancy, thank goodness you're okay.
I got another threat from the kidnapper. That creepy voice came on the PA and told me to stop searching for Maya.
The projection room? But who? Someone must have ducked out of the press conference. I was so busy with crowd control, I didn't even notice.
It's only a matter of hours until the demolition. How are you holding up, Joseph?
Oh, fine. Everything's great. Fine. I was up till the wee hours polishing up the lobby. Heck, I'm even fixing to repair the old key maker so you can give it a whirl. Guess old habits die hard, eh?
Joseph, I did some checking. You don't really have any family in Greasewood, do you?
Now, what you want to go digging into an old man's life for, Nancy?
Sorry, Joseph, but if you're not going to Greasewood, I have to think maybe you're feeling a little desperate these days. Desperate enough to kidnap someone? You tell me.
Now. I am going to Greasewood, and I'm not desperate. I made up the part about my brother so you wouldn't feel sorry for me. You've got enough to worry about, don't you?
Gotta go now.
Atta girl. Hi, Nancy.
Gotta go now.
Don't let the turkeys get you down.
You said it. Okay. Let's talk to our other suspects. We still need to talk to Simone. Because we found out that she was the one who ordered that disgusting funeral wreath. So let's see what she has to say for herself.
How's progress?
I saw those pictures you took of Brady posing with Maya's press pass all over the theater. What do you think you're doing?
Well, in that instance, I was trying to find the best light to show off my star's fabulous cheekbones. Was that so wrong?
Stop playing games with me, Simone. Where's Maya?
I don't know what you're talking about, Sugar. Listen, the pressure must really be getting to you. I know a top-notch aromatherapist in town, okay? I'll give you her number.
Come on, Simone. Ginger's 24-hour flower-rama? I believe you've been caught red-handed.
You broke into my personal property? I could have you arrested for that.
Go ahead. Call the police. And while you're at it, why don't you mention that you're the kidnapper?
All right. I sent the stupid wreath, but I'm no kidnapper. I needed something for the cameras, didn't I? And it was a very tasteful arrangement. Should have been for $300. Perhaps I went a little overboard.
A little overboard? You're dreaming if you think that's enough to get you off my suspect list.
How's progress?
Have you heard about this ransom demand?
50 grand, what a joke. Isn't it just like a rank amateur to jump on the bandwagon? Anyone with a pinch of class would have demanded at least $1 million.
Brady seems uncomfortable with some of your, tactics.
Oh, he's just whining because I made him chop off his ponytail.
Ponytail?
I don't know what's gotten into him with this free will thing. I told him, you can't even dress yourself, kid, but if you want your blockbuster career to crash and burn, go ahead, manage yourself.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Love ya.
Do you?
How's progress?
I think your phone's about to ring.
Ciao.
Let's take the old shortcut of this Brady. See what he has to say for himself today. No Brady, but Brady's bag. Sunny Boy Sun-Free Tanning Spray. Progain, extra strength for men, hair growth treatment. That's funny. It's not Rogaine, it's Progain. Ooh, steel pencil. Nancy's like, yeah, this is mine now.
Maya's notebook.
Armstrong, search, why does he see himself, anything he regrets, and with the evidence. Yeah. Get him, girl. Well, that's very interesting, Mr. Armstrong. No, close it. Close it. There.
What are you doing hanging out with that Falcone jerk?
I'm not hanging out with him, Brady. I'm conducting a search here, and I'll take any tip I can get.
That guy's bad news, and he's certainly not gonna help your credibility with the police.
Thanks, Brady, but I've got everything under control.
Just trying to help.
Talk to you later, Brady.
Bye.
Excuse me, I had some questions for you, sir. There we go.
Hey, you.
Don't hey you me, Brady, you rotten fraud.
Huh? I'm afraid you've lost me.
By the way, that I just did there was another trick I learned from a speedrun. Mr. Arglefump taught me that. Definitely check out his videos. I think he's speedrunned. Speedrunned. He's done speedruns for pretty much all the Nancy Drew games, but he's always real fun and he talks through all the tricks he's doing and stuff. Yeah, apparently that trick, if you need to make Brady appear on day 3, you just go to Simone's room and then come back to Brady's room, and then he shows up, which he did.
You've been lying to me, playing Mr. Helpful and Concerned all this time. I found her notebook in your bag.
I haven't done anything wrong.
I wonder if the police will agree with that.
Okay, Nancy, here's the deal. My real name is Brady Thompson. Simone pushed for Armstrong, more wholesomely smoldering, she said.
Yeah, so?
I'm Wave of the Future, Inc., the owner of this theater, great nephew of JJ himself.
But you're an actor. Why in the world would you want to bulldoze a theater?
The place is shabby. It needs major repairs. It's a money pit and a has-been. Not the image I want to project.
You can't be serious.
Never underestimate the power of image, Nancy. You are what you project.
So, what's your point?
When people think of Brady Armstrong, they think sparkling white teeth and healthy glow. Success glows. It doesn't crumble and sag. The hero never rides a has-been horse.
Then why don't you sell the theater to someone else?
When I saw these ritzy themed restaurants popping up all over the country, it hit me like pow. My first original idea. Brady Armstrong's Planet Tinseltown. Can't you see it on the marquee? Grand opening. The lights will say it all.
What does this have to do with Maya?
I've sworn to be the captain of my own destiny. Maya was going to expose me, muck up my name in this controversy. It would have been a dark cloud over the launch of Tinseltown.
I don't care about your name. Where's Maya?
I didn't kidnap her. I found her notepad in the basement with the press pass. I just thought I'd hang on to it for a few days until the dust settles.
Now's your chance to do the right thing by calling off the demolition.
Sorry, Nancy. Look, you're not thinking clearly. It's obvious she's not in the building. We've searched everywhere.
She has to be in the building. I know she's here.
You're the only one who thinks she's here. There's no evidence.
There was evidence. I found a pizza box and one of her shoes.
Evidence that no one was able to verify. Who's to say you didn't imagine that stuff?
Joseph believes me.
He's a confused old codger.
Nicholas thinks she's in the building.
He's an outlaw, and he's using you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to rally a wrecking crew.
I'm going to pick this one just because I like the subtitle. Brady, no!
Brady, no!
Hey, you.
Oh. Okay, apparently we've gotten
The
dragged
jig is
into
up,
this
Brady.
conversation again.
Start talking.
Huh? I'm afraid you've lost me.
You kidnapped her because you didn't want her to print this article. Why?
I haven't done anything wrong.
You have some nerve. I bet that notebook has your fingerprints all over it.
Okay, Nancy, here's the deal. My real name is Brady Thompson. Simone pushed for Armstrong, more
Guess we have to listen to this
wholesomely
conversation
smoldering,
again.
she said.
Wholesome my foot.
I'm Wave of the Future, Inc., the owner of this theater, great nephew of JJ himself.
So why don't you stop the demolition?
The place is shabby. It needs major repairs. It's a money pit and a has-been. Not the image I want to project.
You can't be serious.
Never underestimate the power of image, Nancy.
Dad.
You are what you project.
It says Dad.
So what's your point?
When people think of Brady Armstrong, they think sparkling white teeth and healthy glow. Success glows. It doesn't crumble and sag. The hero never rides a has-been horse.
Then why
Yeah,
don't you sell
apparently
the
my
theater to someone else?
trick to get him
When
to
I
show
saw
up, now
these
he won't
ritzy
leave.
themed restaurants popping up all over the country,
Well, we'll
it
just
hit me
not
like
click on him
pow.
next time.
My first original idea. Brady Armstrong's Planet Tinseltown. Can't you see it on the marquee? Grand opening. The lights will say it all.
Keep going. You've got a lot more explaining to do.
I've sworn to be the captain of my own destiny. Maya was going to expose me, muck up my name in this controversy. It would have been a dark cloud over the launch of Tinseltown.
And for that, she deserves to be kidnapped?
I didn't kidnap her. I found her notepad in the basement with the press pass. I just thought I'd hang on to it for a few days until the dust settles.
Now's your chance to do the right thing by calling off the demolition.
Sorry, Nancy. Look, you're not thinking clearly. It's obvious she's not in the building. We've searched everywhere.
Call off the demolition! You've got to!
You're the only one who thinks she's here. There's no evidence.
Nicholas thinks she's in the building.
He's an outlaw, and he's using you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to rally a wrecking crew.
You can't do this!
Okay, we're gonna save the game here. Hopefully the game is not broken at this point. We'll just keep going like nothing else. We do have that other save we can fall back on if we need to. Let's make another round of talking to everybody.
How's progress?
I think your phone's about to ring.
Bye now.
I don't remember. I feel like we have to talk to Joseph to trigger the end of the day. Day 3. Oh no, still gotta do the key machine, but I think... I don't remember if we have to talk to Joseph first and then it's fixed, or if we just look at it and then it'll be fixed. Hey, there we go. First we gotta get up there. Oh. Brady Armstrong. I heart money. Sounds about right.
Nancy, we could be golden. A package just came from that museum. We may have the goods to stop this demolition dead in its tracks. Check the ticket booth. Nancy, don't blow this.
Okay, okay. Just thought you might want to know about Mr. B. Thompson over here. Where? Oh, here we go. Rapid Rhino delivery. Interview with Nicholas Falcone. Corporate event.
Dear Miss Drew, I couldn't find anything written in Mr. Houdini's own hand, but I did find this letter addressed to Mr. Houdini from a close colleague and friend. It seems to hint at the information you require. I hope this package has arrived in time to be useful. Dutifully yours, Sherman H. Trout.
Nancy, you've got to find out what's on that slide.
I'll talk to Joseph and see if he knows what the...
We can't wait for Joseph. He's probably roaming around saying goodbye to each and every doorknob. I heard they're about to start clearing out the building. You've got to hurry.
But the police are going to start clearing the building and...
I'll cover for you when the police come in. This is it, Nancy. Go!
Alright. So yeah, we're pretty close to the end then. But before we can do that, we're going to have to get an impression of this key in here, because this is the key. It's like 100 pounds of Z4, we can stop the demolition. Yeah, that would stop the demolition, but I feel like the theater would still end up getting demolished. Okay, I'm going to use my modern technology that Nancy Drew doesn't have. I'm just going to take a little cheeky picture of this. So that I don't have to come up here and keep looking at it. Okay. Because, I don't know, for those of you who are watching this back later, you remember we kind of flipped the switch on this and fiddled with this knob a bunch. I'm sure that's not going to backfire on us. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm sure that wasn't because we flipped that switch like 1,000 times first. Yeah, it would look cooler, that's for sure. Also probably kill a few extra people. Alright, let's try this key machine out. Got a quarter. Okay, so I think it's left to right. Let's see. one. We got two shorter ones. Then we got three about the same length. And then the last one is kind of a scoop shape. SIVO. Let's try that. Not quite how a key making machine works, but I'd say that looks pretty good. Don't ask me why the key to the projector is able to be reproduced on a key machine like that. That's really just for ornamentation, but yeah, let's try it out. Yay, it works.
Okay, officers, this is our final sweep. In a matter of minutes, this building will be nothing but a pile of rubble.
I'm so close. I just need a few more minutes.
I know. I'll pretend to be Joseph. Then they will never suspect anything. Yep, don't mind me.
Well, if it isn't the SLPD's favorite nosy
Oh, hi, Officer Ramsey.
right
How's
this
it going?
way, Miss Drew, you can still get a front row seat for the demolition.
Ripperoni. The end.
Okay, officers, this is our final sweep. In a matter of minutes, this building will be nothing but a pile of rubble.
What would Solid Snake do while he's playing C4? Aha.
See anything, Dino? All clear in here, Sarge.
All clear here, Sarge. And lay off the cigarettes, Dino. Jeez, not good for you.
It's locked.
I know, Nancy. Okay, so let's replace that light bulb. Put in this good one. We're still not on countdown time, but we're getting there. Alright, light bulb's been replaced. Boop.
I should switch the power off.
Nancy, you should take a gel pill. Now let's look at these evidences. Dear Harry, how's the tricks? I've seen your papers. I know you're not designating the crowds. I received the letter. Plans, talented character. When just entangle have the opportunity. D's, what a bravo. Blah blah blah. Who's this beneficiary? A musician? A woman musician? You know, when you see the princess in Montreal. Woman musician. I wonder who that's referencing. Oh, a struggling young artist to inherit 50% ownership. Okay, so that must be Nicholas's great grandmother, then I would assume. So all that time she was working here, she actually owned half of the theater.
I should switch the power off.
Oh, shush, Nancy. Let's try this slide. Oh no. I'm sure that wasn't because we were playing with it earlier, right, chat? Wait a minute, what's this? A tape player?
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Is this thing on? Hello?
Interesting. That's what we heard right before Maya was kidnapped. So maybe Joseph wasn't actually here in the projection booth. It was just a recording. There we go. And this is, it doesn't let us test it, but I assume this is the Kylo Ren voice mod software. Alright.
I need that knob.
Giggity.
Another secret passageway.
Wow. There's a stage, projection area, and there's another room. Projection room, ice depository. Okay. So the north wall, there's a hidden switch.
I should switch the power off.
Well, come on, let's not be a jerk, Nancy. Let's take our...
Something's missing here. Something's missing here.
Yeah, I know. Disappointed.
Hey, Nancy, I've been looking for you.
Jump scare.
Oh, what for?
I've decided I need to get organized, Nancy. Tomorrow I'm really gonna straighten up in here.
But Joseph, there isn't going to be any tomorrow. Not for this theater, anyway.
I think a fresh coat of paint would really cheer things up, don't you?
Look, it's too late to save the theater now. I know you don't want to hurt Maya, or you wouldn't have kept encouraging me to find her.
Do you think the premiere will sell out?
The police think the building is empty. You've got to help me, or we'll all be smashed to bits.
Don't tell them she's here, Nancy. I'll take her away and knock down the theater.
They're gonna knock it down anyway. Please, we don't have much time.
Don't tell them, Nancy.
Don't tell those turkeys, Nancy, or they'll get you down. Okay, so now we're on a time limit. So let's look over and aha, what's this? A secret switch. Don't mind if I diddly do. You know what though? I feel like we gotta see what happens when the wrecking ball comes in though, don't we? I mean, otherwise, like, I don't know, I think it's what, like 5 minutes of actual in-game time? Tell you what, I'm gonna go refill my lemonade and take a little break. We're gonna be back in a few minutes to see what happens when the theater gets demolished. Sound good? I'll leave you guys with this totally not anxiety-inducing music for a minute. I'll be right back. Enjoy. Huh. Man, this really is going to take a while, isn't it? I think it is actually like 5 minutes of actual real life time.
3 minutes till demolition.
Maybe it's 6 minutes. I'm not sure. Let's
I'm
go.
locked in.
Oh no, locked in. Hello? Help, I'm stuck. Can anybody get me out?
I don't want anyone to know I'm up here.
You don't, Nancy? You sure about that? Like, you're locked in, but you don't want anybody to know you're up here? Like, what about
I don't
those?
have time to goof with this right now.
Yeah, Nancy Drew goofing off. But I have time to play goofy music. But I don't have time to goof off, says Nancy Drew.
I don't have time to goof with this right now. I don't want anyone to know I'm up here. I don't have time to goof with this right now.
Let's read through our operation manual, huh? Focus knob. Surface of the films, not scratched. Sprocket holes. Yeah, like I was telling you guys earlier, I actually used to work in a movie theater, and I always thought it was really cool being able to be up in like the projection area and stuff. Getting to see all the projectors and stuff. And yeah, I did get to fiddle with these. I think I remember one time I was working in a, for some reason, like the sound hadn't turned on for the movie, so like, I don't remember if I had to, I don't think it was, I think it was something on the projector. Because like our projectors were a little more modern, they had like actual digital display screens on the back, so then you had to go in with like your little touchscreen pen thingy and go through like the different media that was downloaded onto each projector. So like we had like 4 different like theaters, right? 4 different auditoriums, and then each of the projectors you would just say, okay, so this, you know, smaller theater is only showing this smaller movie, so this projector only has to have this movie, and this movie downloaded onto it. And then whenever you would get new movies, you know, usually they would send you the movie ahead of time, so then you could download the movie to the correct projector, and then it would be ready to go. Well, about time. Say goodbye to your off-brand cola, Nancy. Well, that was a bit anticlimactic, if I do say so. It's funny too, because like, yeah, the theater's being demolished, but like, it's not like the whole building goes from being up to being smashed in 1 second. Like, you know, they have to start with the front and smash that down, and then they slowly work their way through. So it's not like everybody in the theater is going to instantly die at once. But anyway, now that we've seen, well, didn't really see anything, but let's do it the correct way.
Don't tell them, Nancy.
Don't tell those damn turkeys, or they'll get you down. I've been trying to tell you. All right. Excuse me for not closing that. The building's about to be destroyed, but Nancy's like, oh no, I can't just walk away and leave that here.
I must have the key somewhere in my bag of tricks.
It's locked.
It's locked.
Here we go with this puzzle. I think it's one of those two. J.J. Thompson, sign everyone have to Houdini. Brian says Louis Falcone. Pizza Falcone. Harry Houdini and Lucy Falcone. But how is that going to work though? Because Mrs. Falcone, Nicholas said she's dead, so she can't sign that anymore.
This.
No, it wasn't one of those two. Could have sworn it was one.
It's locked.
Well, I guess we're trying them all, folks. Woo! That's true. I guess the demolition people would aim for Nancy. There we go. Hey, we made it. Man, where's Joseph with his WD-40? Hey.
Even Hercules couldn't pull this off.
I bet even Hercules couldn't talk over himself, though. So you got him there, Nancy. Stand back, Maya. Thor will save you.
This is useless.
No, keep going. You're almost
this
through.
Is useless.
Oh, don't be a quitter,
this
Nancy.
Is useless.
Come on. Okay, fine. Quick. Hacksaw. Yeah, there we go.
This is useless. This is useless.
Come on, Nancy. Now with that attitude.
3 minutes till demolition.
I've got to let them know we're up here.
Where does this power cable go?
Jimmy, is that ball ready to swing?
Thanks, Jimmy. Leftovers, maybe.
Not so fast, Detective.
This is useless.
I agree. Joseph is useless.
Joseph, please let me past.
I can't let you do this, Nancy.
I'm warning you. I still got a trick or two up my sleeve.
We're going down in a blaze of glory.
Good Bon Jovi song.
Joseph, you can go down in a blaze of glory if you want, but Maya and I are not coming with you.
You've cracked your last case.
Joseph, this is far from over. Now step aside.
It's all over now.
Avada
We still
Kedavra.
got time for a grand finale here, Joseph.
I never meant for it to turn out this way.
This is useless.
Hit him.
This is useless.
Bonk, bonk.
This is
Come on, Nancy.
useless.
Where's your sense of adventure?
This is useless.
Avada Kedavra.
This is useless.
Come on, Nancy. You
This
gotta
is
believe.
Useless.
Keys.
This is useless.
Pencil in the eye.
This is useless.
Rubber glove to the face. Whoosh, whoosh.
This is useless.
WD-40.
This is useless.
Come on, Nancy. Really? Yeah, like, come on. Nancy's got so much stuff here she could use as a weapon. I guess we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Ah! That light!
Look! The marquee! Stop the demolition!
Dear Bess, I still can hardly believe that Joseph, sweet old Joseph, was Maya's kidnapper.
Boy.
He says he planned to kidnap Brady with the idea that Simone could use her Hollywood connections to save the theater. But when Maya entered the dressing room, he panicked and grabbed her instead. Plan B was to stall the demolition long enough for the Historical Society to declare the building an official landmark. I guess he's been at the Royal Palladium for so long, he just couldn't imagine his life without it. But desperation aside, poor Joseph wasn't cut out for a life of crime, and pretty soon things were spinning out of his control. Simone's publicity stunts didn't help. At least he was courteous and kind to Maya through the whole thing. Her testimony should help him in court. The good news is that the Royal Palladium is still standing. Once he heard that Nicholas would inherit his grandmother Louisa's 50% of the theater, Brady decided he'd better find another site for Planet Tinseltown. In order to make
Alright, see you,
amends for
Cassian.
things,
Thanks for stopping
and
by.
because he needed some good publicity, Brady donated his half of the theater to the St. Louis Historical Society. Together with Haddett, they should have this place restored to its original glory in no time. Not such a happy ending for Simone, I'm afraid. She received an official reprimand from the National Press Corps for her stunt with the wreath.
Good.
Still, knowing Simone, she'll be back at the top of her game in no time. So, here ends the longest 3 days of my life. The premiere of Vanishing Destiny is back on. But I think this detective is going to wait for it to come out on videotape. Talk to you soon.
Videotape. Am I
Love,
right?
Nancy.
Sounds like something from LA Noire. Which reminds me, I do want to play some more LA Noire at some point. I don't know when exactly that'll be, but we'll figure something out. For those of you who haven't put the pieces together yet, I'm a dad now. So, a little, slightly less free time than I have had before, but we'll figure out something. Don't worry. And anyone who has stuck around with me, thank you. I appreciate it. While we're here, let's go and watch the trailer for the next game. Oop, not that. Exit. No. Here we go.
Rated E for everyone.
It's up to you as Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew, I presume. I'm Joanna Riggs. Welcome to Beach Hill.
You must be Nancy, the new deputy curator. I'm Henrik Vanderheun.
I'm Sinclair. So, how's this for a specimen? Ever seen $1 million worth of rock before?
According to your notes, Pacah made a 6-part key to the Whisperer's tomb and scattered the pieces around the world.
6 keys? 6 keys? North, south, east, and west. Plus the first king, Pacah himself, and the Copan Fool.
Someone has cooked up my worst nightmare and served it to me on a plate. So if you want to put your little magnifying glass up to the scene, it's fine with me.
My country will have its due, Nancy, even if I have to begin reclaiming its artifacts with my own 2 hands.
I'm afraid the museum may be in terrible jeopardy.
Hashtag too spooky. Nah, not really. That one's not really that scary.